Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Kabutops, and welcome to another Star Citizen video. This is Gaslight. I'm going to be taking you guys around on a tour, showing you everything that this station has to offer and why you should set it as your spawn. Before getting any further, I would like to say make sure to subscribe, boys. We're going to be doing a subathon next month, as well as a 1v1 PvP tournament. So if you guys want more information on that, join the Discord as well, because we host not only annual giveaways, but any notifications every single time I go live. So if you guys want to be here when I record these videos live, make sure to check it out. Thank you and enjoy. I am at Gaslight Station, and before we get started with anything, let's contact the ATC and land. I want to give you guys the full and complete tour of what this station has to offer in Star Citizen, and I think there's no better way to show that off than landing your ship in it first. As you guys can see right here, we're landing in a small hangar. We are in our origin ship, or maybe this is an origin ship. I actually completely forgot what the M50 is, but that is completely fine. Now, I am in just a regular sperm suit, and now I am dead. So we're going to start off by showing you actually the med bay. My bad, guys. Let's go over to the med bay. Oh my gosh, that was a hard landing, I think, boys, but that's completely fine because this starts off with an area that I think a lot of people will miss out on seeing. Now, we are going to go over absolutely everywhere in this entire station. We're going to go through the med bay area. We're going to go through elevators. We're going to see what this place has to offer, if it has refineries and all of that. So let's start off by going downstairs and getting to the commons area. After getting out of the elevator, and before we actually get to the commons area, I would like to show you where on the map we actually are. If we head on over to the F2 key into our Mobi-Glass, you guys can see we're in the medical clinic, but that's not what I mean about where we are. Gaslight is actually positioned basically in the bottom of the map in the entire Pyro system. The only place that is more south than this is Rab Quagmire and Rab Jack, which you probably will never go to in your entire playthrough. As you guys can see over here, we have Monox, Pyro 1, Bloom, and then Checkmate Station is here, which is where I actually usually set my spawn. After taking a quick journey down from Checkmate, you guys could go all the way down to around where Pyro 5 is. Now, Gaslight is actually an amazing spot here located next to all of these rab points where there are a lot of missions, and if you guys are liking Pyro, then I heavily suggest setting your spawn here because it is in the center of a lot of action. Not only do you have Pyro 5 here, but you actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different planets surrounding it, or moons, whatever you guys would like to call them. There is also 3 places of rabs over here on the southeastern side, and on the northwest side, there is Rab Delta. But guys, this is the main area on why you want to set your spawn in Gaslight. Not only do you have Ignis for mining tin and other various metals that are very good to find, but you have Fuego, Adir, Vatra, Ferro, and Vor that look very beautiful. On top of that, there was also a money guide that I released earlier this year about stuff in Pyro 4 with Chala's Beach. Therefore, you guys can go over there for some PvP as well. And if you open up your contract menu, there should not be too many crazy things, but there definitely is a lot. One of the best parts about being a Gaslight is that you have so many different things that you guys can look at for headhunter things needing backup. Maybe you guys decide to be with Citizens for Prosperity, but there are missions no matter what to actually do a lot in these areas. But enough with that, we are going to give you guys the grand tour of what you can expect from Gaslight and what you can actually get from this station. First things first, the Hangar Transit. If you guys did not explode on your landing and you decide to actually come through the elevators, then you will be greeted with this amazing area. There are 2 different sides that you can come from, and if you guys look right here, the ASOP terminals are in the middle. This is a very open design that makes it a lot of fun, and you can actually see next to the elevators that there is a storage access area as well. There's not one on this side, however, so that does limit you on your options, but there are a lot of NPCs having fun and making this world feel lively. Not only are they playing cards every now and then, but they're talking with each other and having a lot of fun. And let's get further into this area. After checking out all of the people that are here, we could go to the elevators, and if you guys saw my other guide on one of the other stations, I'm pretty sure it was Checkmate, you guys will know that that is where you could buy ships in Pyro, but over here it is a little bit different. You have 1 docking port, 1 pad, your hangars, the lobby, and the cargo deck. So first things first, let's go to the cargo deck because this is where you guys are going to buy a couple of necessities. Entering the cargo deck, you can run all the way ahead and actually see that there's a commodity shop over here as well. This is a commodity trader, but that's not really what we're looking for. This is the cargo shop. Not only can you buy a different various amounts of heavy armor so that you guys will not get killed while you are in the verse, but you can find amazing things such as crews in the miscellaneous tab. If you guys do not know where to buy any kind of drinks, make sure to always go to a cargo center or refinery center. They most of the time don't have them. It is usually only the cargo center, and you guys can get your food and beverage. Along with that, you guys could buy any of your store all containers, your personal weapons, which is your max lift tractor beams, and your pyro multi-tools. But if you guys want actual weapons, you will have to go a little bit in a different area. There's nothing else really in this area except if you go over here to this cargo area, there will be another 2 kiosks. So if those are busy over here, which they most of the time never will be, you can go over there. We're going to go back to the elevators over here now and go to the main lobby so I could show you everything else the station has to offer. After getting out of the elevator, we can go to the public habitations area and everything else that we need. If you want to set your spawn, all you have to do is go over to the medical clinic and set it like everywhere else, but we're going to go check out the public habs. Now, this is where you will spawn if you guys just load into the game after already having set your spawn here, or maybe this was the last station that you were at. There is a couple things of NPCs walking around, making the station feel a little bit smaller, but lively in that as well. There is another storage unit right out of here. There is security, nothing that you really need, and be careful. It seems like everybody likes vaping here because it is very, very misty. Now, there are a couple things here. There is actually some weapons and armor shops, and there is a part station as well. So we're going to check that out in just a second. But one of the main things here is the administration area. Not only can you sell certain materials here, but if you go on over to the commodity shop, you actually can buy a couple things like distilled spirits, bioplastic, human food bars, hydrogen, medical supplies, methane, nitrogen, and stems. One of the things that I will tell you is that medical supplies, you actually can make a decent amount of money if you sell them, or sorry, if you buy them here and sell them in another area. Over here, it says repel. There's not really much, but we can go down that staircase, and that is where we will go. After making your way down, you guys will see that this area is a little bit more decrepit than most, and there are not a lot of stores here. If you guys were on Checkmate Station or Obituary or Ruin, most of the time these areas right here that say restrooms and stuff will lead you actually to a contested zone and not the restrooms. Though it is really fun to look at them, you cannot use them, so there's not really a big point of going over there. We can make our way out, see some more people hanging out, more storage lockers, and let's make our way over to the shops. Up there is where we can come from, and right down here are the shops. There are people, and I mean a lot of people, and I want to keep saying this because it feels like it is more lively than any of the other stations. Over here, you have your extra thick armor. Do not shoot our armor, and some equipment. So just like the other places, you have a bar to the right where you guys can go and enjoy some beverages with your friends, maybe drink a little too much, and then you have your weapon shop in the direct middle, as well as over here you have your ship parts. A beautiful area that, like I said before, is completely full of people, but we can actually see that it has similar things to other places with Colossuses, different things like this. You have a bunch of different systems, you have a bunch of different vehicle weapons, and you actually can go over here and click personal weapons and buy another multi-tool here, which is really amazing. You have a couple of things such as jump modules, so if you guys would like to get out of Pyro and go to Stanton, that is the location you can buy. Like I said before, these people are very loud, so we are going to get away from them as fast as possible. Making our way over to the guns area, this is a very beautiful shop, like we've seen on every single one of the other places. But don't forget, guys, we're here for that extra thick armor. There is a person behind the counter. It looks like they are shady and not wanting to sell us things, or maybe they've gone out of their way and stolen some of this. There is another area you can walk up the stairs that looks a little cool. More people back here that are doing a bunch of stuff, and like I told you guys before, they really pride themselves in having a lot of people in this area. We could see about 100 million people in there, and we are not going to go in there as people's faces are fusing together. It is getting scary. We could go over here to get some more armor, just like in all the other stations and stuff, where you guys can find some medium and light armor. I don't know actually if they have any heavy armor, but let's check it out. Yeah, looks like they mostly just sell medium armor and some Arden light armor as well as the other areas. Though I will say the best part about being in Pyro is when you click this personal weapons tab and sort it by personal weapons, you guys can see that there's P4 ARs, sniper rifles, and a twin shotgun. Sadly, this is not like Checkmate Station where you could get C54 SMGs or things like the FS9, but that is completely fine. That about wraps up everything that you guys could do in Gaslight, and though you might think it doesn't have a lot to offer compared to other stations, sometimes it's not about what this station offers, but about the close proximity that you are to other missions. Like I said before, guys, we are right next to Pyro 4, so if you guys are doing anything along the lines of PvE, or maybe even just PvE, you want to be here so that if you die, you could jump back here in less than a minute, rather than if you guys are at Checkmate Station or Monox or any of these other places where it'll take at least a couple minutes to fast travel here, quantum jump, even if you try to. Right here at Pyro 5, you have a vast amount of resources that you guys could go do. That is mining, salvaging, PvE, PvP, like I said before, and that is really what Gaslight has to offer. I will say, however, though, besides all of the people that are inhabiting this area, it is really, really nice, and I think it has a really cool name, such as Gaslight. Not that it's gaslighting as if you're trying to convince something or someone of something that they did not know or that you are completely lying about, but it's cool because it's like, you know, a light that is perpetually kept on by gas, which kind of feels like the vibe of Pyro, especially with these lights here as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoy this video. It is a little bit different, but I would like to say, guys, they are some of my favorite content to make because why not enjoy what Star Citizen has to offer? Thank you guys so much. Again, like I said, make sure if you guys would like to play with more people, join our Discord with over 3,000 people in it, as well as annual giveaways. And guys, make sure to check out my subathon that we're going to be doing about April 15th, as well as our 1v1 PvP tournament that we will be doing in Arena Commander, where not only the winner will win a ship, but they will also win a custom Kabutops t-shirt in gold to show off to everybody that you are the winner of the first Kabutops 1v1 tournament. Adios, guys. Have a great day. Be safe, be good, and thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.